When Hurricane Harvey made landfall in Florida, it did a lot of damage, but then when it hit the Gulf, it gained speed, and by the time it hit Texas, it meandered for days over Texas and dumped 62 inches of water in 3 days. Houses that were on high ground had 7 to 12 feet of flood tides that stayed for 7 days before the water dissipated. We had a team of 17 that went to Texas. In a week, we had the privilege of working with 15 families. You'll hear about 2 of the families that we had the gift of meeting and working side by side.
Joanna's lived in this house almost her entire life, and she is a collector, and to her way of describing herself, she said she liked knickknacks. She had a particular connection to Elvis Presley, so part of our joy in helping her was to help her and her 2 daughters sort through things that had been under 7 feet of water. Essentially everything that she'd had from her entire lifetime. We were able to move things out and give her the opportunity to say, yes, I want to try to save that, or no, it's okay, I can let it go. And as we were doing that, we were able to find a family Bible that we put out in the sunshine and flipped the pages so that we could dry it out. We found family photos, and we found a quilt that a friend of hers had made with images of Elvis Presley on it, that she was so honored and pleased to have had us find that. She had Cabbage Patch doll collection, and we were able to pull that out and separate it so that it could be washed and dried. We're able to just give her the space to look at everything and in some way be able to say goodbye to the things that really just needed to go out to the curb so they could be picked up.
May I ask about the chair?
Yes, this is my daddy's rocking chair.
Oh, that's the one. Very cool. You need an Elvis box.
Yeah, well, I had one, but I had to throw a bunch of it away.
This is my mother's home. She's 83 years old. She got about 7 foot of water in her home for about 4 days. And my mother is my heart. And I have seen her cry. I have seen her want to get down here and work, but she can't do it by herself. She's very much into photos, and she had taken them all her life since we were little bitty children, and she's lost almost all those. And she's a very sentimental person, and it's been very hard on her, and she's laid at bed at night. She's got so sick working on this stuff, she had to go into the hospital, and we just are so grateful for people that show up with a heart to want to do something. And nobody can imagine how much of a blessing this is to her and to me, to see her kind of smile today, because she's getting some help, and she's going to be able to see that maybe it's going to get a little bit closer to getting to come home someday. So God bless y'all, and thank y'all for helping my mother.
Helen's grandfather built 3 homes on a large tract of land, 1 home for each of his daughter. And the daughters raised their families, and so now there's 4 generations that have lived in this marvelous compound. When the waters hit, they rose and the family had to be rescued by boat. They called it the Cajun Navy, and the water was up to their waist by the time they were able to escape. The water sat for 7 days, and so there was black mold everywhere that permeated the whole house. And the family made the very difficult decision that all 3 houses had to be destroyed. 4 generations of photos and precious memories were gone. One of the things that our team did was build a deck between a small house that they had built for the grandmother with a shower house behind. And our team pulled up the deck in front of the house that was to be destroyed and rebuilt a connecting deck. One of our team members installed a shower and a water heater and sinks so that the house would be able to be used. One of the hardest moments, though, was standing with this family that we grew to love and watch as the excavator destroyed all 3 houses, and watched as this machine just crunched up this family's memories with all the furniture inside, all sodden, all destroyed. And we watched with the family as 4 generations of homes were lost.
My name is Helen Ford. I live here in Rose City. It would be for my mother being a godly woman. That's how she's getting through this devastation that we've experienced, still experiencing, because it's after the aftermath of dealing with this. I'm so grateful for the team from California that come and help us out. It's made the process go a little faster to get my mother and a roof over her head, and so I'm very grateful and thankful for this team that's come out, that has helped to have them here to help not just me but the community, and it's a blessing, a big blessing. It's helped a lot, it means a lot. It means a lot. There's really no words to express the thanks of what y'all did at all. I mean, there's just no words.